Molnupiravir is the new antiviral medication, not on the market yet, but it is being touted as the miracle treatment pill for COVID-19. It's currently being developed by Merck and Pfizer. FDA approval could come as early as next week. Dr. Fahmy Farah is a medical doctor in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and as we look at this medication specifically, Dr. Farah, is this the game changer for the virus that so many people are hoping it is?
When it's approved, I think it's going to be a game changer in many aspects, because as of right now, we really don't have a definitive treatment. We have preventative measures. For instance, the vaccination is a huge prevention method, but it's not a treatment. So to have something that's oral, that is as promising as having the ability to reduce the rate of hospitalization and death by as much as 50%, will definitely be helpful in moving forward and coming out of this pandemic.
Since you brought up the vaccine, let's talk a little bit about the vaccine and the boosters. Boosters just getting FDA approval and CDC approval last week. If someone has gotten the Pfizer vaccine, can they get the Moderna or Johnson & Johnson booster, or vice versa? I've got the J&J vaccine. Can I get a booster of one of the others?
So far, we have been told, yes, it should be okay, but we really haven't received any definitive guidelines as far as where should we be mixing and matching. So my advice still would be to go ahead and stick to the one you have received if you can. But we've been told that it is okay to receive, if you have received Pfizer, to receive the other one. But I think we have availability in all the different vaccinations that we have in majority of the centers. So if I had the one that's available that I received originally, I would stick to that one.
There are some people, a lot of people who, we talked about this a lot in the news. No matter what state you're in, there has been vaccine hesitancy. A lot of people have gone and gotten the vaccine, even though they have been hesitant, and whether it's to save their position with their job or whatever the reason, a lot of them do not want to take a booster. And so now we come to that piece of this equation. Are we hearing enough about these boosters to really tout the effectiveness and the safety?
The boosters are going to be an important piece of our prevention measure. We know with the data we have so far, especially from Pfizer, we know that the immunity, the duration of immunity from the first two shots from Pfizer is anywhere between 6 to 8 months. And so beyond the 8 months, we really don't know how efficient the immunity is. We know from Pfizer that it's going down to as much as 60%. So for us, the booster is going to be very important. So I think the message really needs to get out there to the public that the booster for both Moderna and Pfizer are going to be important in continuing to maintain the immunity that we want to maintain.
Let's come back to this Molnupiravir and the treatment for those with COVID. Have you heard or read anything about it that would cause concern for anybody who has any kind of medical condition? If I should end up in the hospital with COVID, even after I've been vaccinated, and it is a severe case, are there any side effects or things that negative impacts that this antiviral might have?
So far, we've been told it really doesn't have any major side effects. We have yet to get a lot more data on it. So I think once we get those data, we'll have a little bit more clear idea. But as of right now, from the preliminary studies that we have had so far, it really did not show any death related to this medicine. Also did not show any major side effects in anyone. Also, this just got approved in the UK earlier this month. UK was the first country to actually approve it. So enough data is there for a country to approve it. So I don't think that there should be any fear. This is something that should be taken in a very positive way, that we are going to have a treatment, an oral treatment.
Well, let's hope that it is all that it is cracked up to be, or being touted that it's cracked up to be, because hospitalizations here in Minnesota are very high. And this could be the answer that so many people have been waiting for. I do appreciate your time, Dr. Farah. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
We'll be back.